Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Reverse Hive Mind. I'm your bud Sutherland, and today we are playing Battlebots Electric Boogaloo, also known as Lost Judgment. This time we're helping out the Robotics Club by operating their robots. So Okitagawa is going to teach us how to control the robot. So now, Yagami-san, let me teach you how to control the robot. Thanks, I appreciate it. Due to recent technological advancements, you can control every function using your smartphone. Oh wow, so it really is like the drone. I think I can work with this. In a match, other than the leading unit that you'll directly control, Yagami-san, you'll be forming a team of 3 with 2 other AI-controlled units. However, since we're limited on time, I'll just have you use the leading unit to teach you the basics of robot control. Roger that. Now a brief lecture on robot movement. Okay, so we want to move it to where the marker is displayed. Okay, that's just using the left stick. I'll explain how to acquire and place blocks. The rule states that whichever team holds the most territory, the panels at the end wins. So this technique is the most essential of all. Blocks will spawn at set locations on the battlefield. First, move the robot over to the block's location. Alright, so apparently... Okay, so there's a block there. Move it there. You've now acquired the block. Please note that while ally units may acquire blocks, any blocks acquired are automatically transferred to the leading unit. Okay, cool. This is due to the fact that only the leader may place blocks. Alright, go on and place blocks. Blocks must be placed adjacent to your team's base or your own territory. This might be difficult to convey through words alone. Why don't you give it a try? Move the robot to where the marker is displayed and then place the block according to the guide. Great job. Blocks cannot be placed if they overlap your own team's territory. So when placing blocks, try to place them leaving as few gaps as possible. Next, I'll explain how to take an enemy territory. Place a block that's adjacent to your team's base or your own territory. If that block is on enemy territory, you can steal the territory from them. In a real match, the focus is all about territory. So it's a technique that's often a deciding factor. Why don't you practice this as well? Place the block according to the guide and take the enemy territory. Cool. And next, a lesson on the robot's attacks and damage. These treacherous tug-of-war matches are not limited to territory battles alone. You can also unleash attacks upon the enemy using your equipped weapons. Yagami-san, the robot you're controlling has a drill equipped. Try to attract the enemy in front of you by ramming it. Okay, so R1 is attack. I just drove up to it and Destroyed robots are automatically returned to their bases. Additionally, as a penalty, they cannot return to the game for a set period of time. So it's useful to take out the robot when you can. Keep your guard up until the match is over and take care not to allow your leading unit to be destroyed to the best of your abilities. Okay. Okay, I think I've got the basic controls down. Now, okay. I'm gonna need some more caffeine, I think. There we go. Let's go. We may be able to pull this off yet. Right? Hey, can we get a move on?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Apologies for the wait.
Yagami-san!
Yagami-san, about these skills of yours. I'd like to see what you're capable of.
Yeah.
Sure thing. Just leave it to me. Hopefully this will be kind of a fun little minigame.
I've got this.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. これはどうだ。ナイス。認めざるを得ないね。よし。なかなかの腕だ。
No, you don't. Ugh. That was...
Go! よし。ナイス。これだ。よし。Looking good. Yes. Yes. これはどうだ。
Okay, so apparently driving in the enemy territory slows you down.
これはどうだ。ナイスだ。Go. なかなかの腕だ。これだ。Yes. よし。Not looking good. よし。Yes. 立て直すんだ。認めざるを得ないね。問題ない。Yes. これはどうだ。Go. よし。ナイス。ボンミスだ。認めざるを得ないね。ナイス。ボンミスだ。Feeling good.
Took their base at the end there. Sorry, I got really focused there. That's actually kind of a difficult thing until you get the hang of it. But yeah, we actually won with 100% of the panels controlled with 2 seconds left. Interesting. We have Deus Ex and Machina. So Deus Ex Machina, honestly, yeah. It was nice having the other two robots picking up pieces. That helped out a lot. It looks like we got some parts.
Ha!
All right. Gah, for real?
Come on.
Whoa, hey, did you actually win? Yeah, Takamari, don't look so surprised. What a dick. Wow, on your first try, too. Okitagawa is like, I calculated correctly.
Hey.
So, what do you think? Not too shabby, huh? Certainly far from shabby. You may be even better than Mizuzaki.
Ah.
Oh yeah? Did I already make out the Hall of Fame?
You kidding me?
Hey, Okitagawa, do not tell me you're going to use this guy in this tournament.
Takamori.
Takamori? Shut up. This is the only option we have.
Screw that!
Then what happens to Mizuzaki?
My process of elimination.
We'll just have him step down.
What?
What? He was quite temperamental. Maybe even a bit unstable.
Come on.
No, damn it. Even so, you ever heard of something called a pecking order? Why give the job to an outsider who just showed up today? Because he's better qualified at it than you?
That's the most optimal solution.
It was the optimal solution.
What?
Huh?
Okitagawa.
Okitagawa, if you're gonna axe that Mizuzaki kid just for me, it feels a little...
Well,
No, to be honest, he was acting as our operator reluctantly. It seemed he had his heart set on the track and field club.
What?
Oh, is that so?
yes.
That's right. He always wanted out of the robotics club. That's why, frankly, I didn't want him to be the operator for the tournament.
Oh.
If that's the case, then I guess it's no big deal. Moving on, Yagami-san.
Please, thank you.
I'd like to thank you in advance. Yeah, no problem. Not talking to you. Suppose I can say I successfully infiltrated the robotics club. But making friends with everyone? That's another story. I need to earn the club members' trust somehow, so I can get a little info out of each of them. Well, good luck with frickin' dickwad over there. Before that, I should report back to Amasawa. She was worried the robotics club wouldn't even take me in. Alright, so we got focus. I want to know how I get guts. Optimal solution, my ass. Yeah, you're a prick, dude. Anyway, off we go. So, we'll make our way back to the MRC room to talk to Amasawa and get some of this going. So I did enjoy the little Battlebots minigame thing there. That was pretty cool, actually. So I can't complain too much. So we'll head on down to the MRC room. Once I sort of figured out what I was doing and wasn't complete trash at the game, it was pretty fun. Amazing, you can use vague words to perform a search. Right? If we fill up the database more, you think we could sell it to a writer or something?
Hey.
What's up?
Well...
Idokura-san made an encyclopedia where you can search for the tricks of a mystery.
Hmm?
A mystery trick encyclopedia? On the computer?
I suppose.
Yep, I read every book in the club and got bored, so I compiled all the tricks from every book. But compiling them alone isn't very fun, so I turned it into an app. It's just a basic text-based dictionary. It's really incredible. You can even sort the titles based on criteria such as locked room or psychological deception.
Oh.
It can really do that? Indeed. What's more is that vague search terms are enough to bring up results. Animals, string, and ice, for example. A mystery enthusiast might even pay a pretty penny to have this.
Itakura.
Idokura, you know how to program?
What?
Huh? Of course I can. We learned it in class. Pretty much anyone can do it, you know. That may be, but not just anyone could do all this.
Uh-huh.
Really? I guess so. Idokura has some programming under her belt, huh? Sakura-kun over in Robotics Club is having some trouble with programs. Maybe Idokura could teach him a thing or two?
Hey.
Question for you, Idokura. You have any interest in the Robotics Club?
Mm.
Huh? What do you mean? This kid's having some trouble with a program for his robot. Sure it'd be nice if someone would help him out.
I refuse.
Not interested.
Nah.
Won't even give me the time of day. Interesting. So they're unsure about you, but it seems you managed to gain Okitagawa-kun's trust. At least a little bit. Can't say for sure. In Okitagawa's eyes, maybe he just landed himself a convenient pawn. To Okitagawa-kun, maybe.
That being said...
In any case, if you continue to gain the members' trust, you might find some clues about the professor.
Hey.
Hey, Amasawa-senpai, about this professor.
Hmm?
Huh? What is it?
Look here.
Do we really need to put all this effort into catching him? Makes me think you're the professor, Itakura.
What?
I'm sorry? What I mean is, the only people getting duped are crooks, right? So why don't we just stay out of the way? Maybe the school would be a better place if all those morons just disappeared.
Itakura-san,
Itakura-san, why would you say something like that?
just so you know.
Amasawa-senpai, I'm just gonna say it. I have no intention of playing detective with you so we can save a bunch of idiots. Besides, I take Moriarty or the Fiend with 20 faces over some hypocrite detective any day.
Hey,
Now, why don't you just agree to disagree? Amasawa's putting in the work, Itakura. Don't belittle her for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever you say, Yagami-sensei. I know I've said this before, but you're still a member of the MRC. That means you'll help out in investigations as needed.
Huh?
Say what? That's right. You don't get to just read the latest mysteries for free.
Itakura-san.
The club's funds this month all went to mysteries you read, you know. No work, no more mysteries. Ugh.
Hey,
You're seriously holding the mysteries hostage? Super unfair.
nah.
I know she isn't feeling up to it, but I really do want Itakura to help investigate the Robotics Club. I'll see if I can change your mind later. Yeah. That's how we're gonna get Sakura to open up. So, back to the Robotics Club we go to continue our investigation. And here we are, back at the Robotics Club. Let's see what's shaking. Okay, time to see what everyone's up to. Perfect. Takamori and Kuromazaki are right on schedule.
Sakura,
Sakura, how's everything on your end? Were you able to fix that bug you reported the other day? The one responsible for the machine's immobility? Oh, well... No. To be honest, it hasn't been fixed yet. Another failure in communication? This is the third time you didn't report in. How many times must I tell you? Always be in contact. ABC. I'm sorry. Communication, reporting? Sounds more like running a business.
Okitagawa.
No, Okitagawa. Need a hand with anything? A hand, you say? Well, let's see. Right. Now I'd like to ask you if you would customize the robot. Customize?
listen up.
You know, changing up the robot's parts configuration. You can adjust its performance that way.
Oh,
Wow, didn't know that was a thing. Okitagawa, you know this guy's an amateur with robots, right? Why does he get to customize it too? Maneuverability isn't based on logic, it's based on feel. And it's simply more efficient to implement the opinions of the one who actually operates the thing. I get that, but it's just weird. You're putting too much in his hands.
Takamori,
Let me put it this way, Takamori. A robot's parts are to an operator what shoes and gears are to an athlete. The operator knows which parts improve a robot's mobility and offense by getting a proper feel for it. That's why the Serio Robotics Club has valued operator feedback for generations. Hasn't it only been around like a year or two?
come on.
Yeah, but still.
That's the most optimal solution.
It's the optimal solution, Takamori. Fine, damn it.
Yagami-san,
Anyway, Yagami-san, why don't we give it a try? Sure, I'm down to customize a robot. Now, about robot customization. When customizing, you can develop new parts and parts development. You can also change the configuration of your robot's parts and parts rearrangement. Let's go ahead and try customizing. First, we should aim to develop parts with a higher performance than the current robot's parts. Okay. So we'll go to parts development. Developing parts requires materials and funds. You can obtain materials as a reward from winning matches. You may even be able to utilize some items on you as materials as well. If there are belongings you no longer need, feel free to provide them. As far as funding is concerned, it will be covered by the Robotics Club. I'll leave the development decisions up to you, Yagami-san, but just keep in mind you'll be limited by the club's funds. We've prepared some materials from the Robotics Club, so feel free to develop parts as you see fit. Okay. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and apparently we'll develop a battery. I like the music. I see, so the machine was lacking those parts. Next, why don't you fix the parts you just developed? Parts rearrangement. Yagami-san, please place the newly developed parts on the robot. So, I believe, yep, that'll give us, saying higher cost limit. So I think that's just our power. Alright.
I see.
So this is how it works. I think I get it. After we received the results of the scrimmage, we took into the necessary countermeasures to include any fixes in the development cycle. If you'd like any parts made on your end, please let us know, Yagami-san. Kuro Mizaki can draw them up for you. Let's see, so if the total cost of the parts exceeds the cost limit, the robot's performance will significantly drop during the match. Okay, so the battery increases the cost limit, which means, yeah. So that means we need a better battery in order to increase the cost limit to get better parts. Okay. By spending materials and funds, you can develop new parts. As the money's taken from the Robotics Club funds, it won't come out of Yagami's own wallet.
Does that mean...
Does that mean the robot's performance hinges on Kuro Mizaki-kun's design abilities?
Well...
Oh no, it's not like that. I just design whatever the president tells me to.
Hmm?
That's so. Well, in any case, sounds like I'll be asking you to make a bunch of stuff for me. Looking forward to working together.
Yes.
Okay. Yep, definitely one of the shy ones. Our focus has gone up. Still want guts, damn it. Okay. So... How do I shot web? Okay, I can't talk to anybody. I'm just kicking chairs around. Yeah, alright. Yogging me out. Wait, no. Oh, we're supposed to go out. Is that you?
Crying out loud.
Oh, the nerve of that cheeky little robot nerd. He thinks he can just go and hire an outside counselor?
Hmm?
Hmm? Aren't you from the MRC?
It's Yagami.
I'm Yagami. I just started as a Robotics Club's outside counselor, too.
Huh?
Oh. Oh my, that means you're him. My name's Yukari Akuta. I'm the advisor to the Robotics Club.
Either way,
Have you got business with them? I take it no one told you an outside counselor was coming? I guess you heard me. Yes, isn't that just awful? Yeah, it sucks that nobody told her. Oh, right. If you're here as a counselor, would you have time for a chat? Perhaps just over
Yep.
there? Yeah, let's do that. I was actually hoping to speak to the teacher who's acting advisor.
Yagami-sensei.
There aren't many students around right now. It's a great spot to relax and talk. Okay, time to ask Akuta-sensei about the Robotics Club.
excuse me.
So, I've been hearing the Robotics Club members and the advisor don't get along too well.
Yes.
Yes, you heard right. Anytime I go check in on the club's activities, they all pretend I don't exist. It's incredibly frustrating.
Hmm.
Why is it like this? Probably because I was against letting them into the Robo Rally.
What?
Really? Why not give them your support? It's not the kind of tournament an ordinary high school robotics club like ours should be competing in to begin with. They'll only embarrass themselves. Participants include researchers from technical schools, colleges, and even companies, all of whom are highly knowledgeable and well-funded. But didn't they take part in a robotics contest last year too? That time it was all in the name of good fun. But Okitagawa-kun is different.
Good grief.
After he took over as president, he managed to lock down a sponsorship. If they lose now, they'll have the whole world laughing at them.
I see.
No kidding. Yeah, don't get me started on all the late nights they put into prepping for this thing. As their advisor, I'm required to work overtime with them, which I don't even get paid for.
Ugh, those kids.
And despite all of this, as soon as I show my face in that, As soon as I show my face in that club room, they ignore me. They're rude and it just gets under my skin. Huh. The friction between the advisor and the club really runs deep.
By the way,
This Okitagawa kid. We chatted while the club was in session and he seemed like a model student. Well, he certainly is a wonder. The robotics club really turned around thanks to him. The previous members were just a bunch of kids who loved robots. The club was more of a hobby to them. I'd pop in from time to time and they'd be reading manga, taking naps, things like that.
oh,
Felt more like a lazy culture club. So you can imagine why I admired Okitagawa-kun's razor-sharp gumption at first. He changed up the system so just 4 members could build a high-quality robot. Plus he pulled in major funding from a shopping district. Did I mention those funds totaled over 1 million yen?
huh?
Over 1 million? That's incredible.
Does that mean?
What kind of shopping district would dish out that much? Is it in a jean show?
No.
No, it's apparently where Okitagawa is from, a shopping district in Tokyo. Acquaintances of his whom he somehow persuaded.
Huh.
Huh. He's really something. Thanks a bunch, Akuda-sensei. I think you answered pretty much everything I wanted to know. Glad to hear it, just as long as it helps.
Yagami-sensei.
What do you think, Yagami-sensei? Do you think you can win over the robotics club? Honestly, I still sense some pretty big walls up between us. I wouldn't doubt it. Those kids really don't like adults.
Good grief.
Yeah, it's common for kids that age. Always thinking adults like us can't possibly understand them.
Nah.
Or, you know, maybe it's because you won't let them enter the RE Robo Rally? Whew, well, I feel much better after getting all that off my chest. Now, if you'll excuse me. Guess Akuda-sensei really needed a vent. Cool. Alright. We'll go talk over to the president.
Yagami-san!
Okay, Yagami-san, let's head to the scrimmage. We'll utilize any feedback you give us to develop future modifications.
Yeah.
Roger, leave it to me. So we unlock new parts. And so we are going to customize our Battlebot in the next video. So stay tuned. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and follow us for more content. Really would help out the channel if you can engage with it. And we'll see you in the next video. Take care.